過ぎた季節が嘘だとしても重ねたぬくもりは嘘じゃない君が残した背中の傷跡は今もずっと甘くてだからずっと痛くて
Yo, what it do, guys? It is your boy, Leo Mookie here, back with you with another new series that I want to do. And honestly, I've been thinking of this series for a long ass time because it just won't get out of my goddamn head. So I just had to put it on paper and just had to record it and post it here on YouTube. So yeah, any rate, this series is called Gundam Build DxD, and yes, it is a Gundam slash High School DxD series. However, it's not a mixture of the Mobile Suit Gundam franchise though. It's more of a build series mixed in with High School DxD. And not only that, I'm going to make quite a bit of changes for this story. Mostly because I feel like there are some things in High School DxD that many people got away with no repercussions whatsoever, and that kind of pissed me off if you think about it. So yeah, and I know that's mostly for story-based reasons, but I want to put some realism into this. So yeah. Also, this story is not going to just have one main protagonist, but two, actually. And I'm going to try and juggle both of their lives together, if I can. So, wish me luck if this series gets popular. So, with all that said, let's get into this, shall we, guys? Chapter 0, The Twin Prodigies. Currently, in this world that we live in, on the planet Earth, lies a world behind the scenes, a world filled with magic and that of supernatural creatures. This humanity is not the only living beings on this world that we call Earth. That being devils, angels, fallen angels, yokai, vampires, werewolves, and even gods as well. However, this world has seen its fair share of bloodshed and war. Besides that of historical human history, in the supernatural world, by any chance, they have gone through so many wars, so many bloodshed, so much death, constantly. The greatest form of war that even dragged that of the human world as well, being that of the Great War. The Great War caused so many lives, but most of the casualties came from that of the biblical pantheon, of the biblical faction, such as the devils, angels, and fallen angels, since they were the ones who truly instigated this war with both God and Lucifer and the original Satans wanting to go to war, with then soon the fallen angels getting dragged into the war because of them being that of a wild card faction, with them just trying to defend themselves. But even so, the war raged on, causing so many innocent lives to be wasted. And soon, the war came to an end when two dragons decided to settle their rivalry on the same battlefield that the devils, angels, and fallen angels were about to go to war. This being the heavenly dragons, Drake, the red dragon of domination, and Albion, the white dragon of supremacy. These dragons take the concept that God once held for all human beings and gain power from them. However, because of their status as that of dragons, of the most powerful dragons on Earth, it took many factions to fight and defeat them. And in return of their defeat, God decided to take their souls and create new sacred gears. So, as speaking of the sacred gears, it was God who created a way for humanity to defend themselves, to fight against the supernatural, and defend that being the sacred gear system, such as common variety sacred gears, such as that of, well, a twice critical, blade blacksmith, sword birth, and many, many more. And the most powerful ones made from that of the essence of of powerful creatures across the world of Earth, known as Longinus sacred gears that have the potential of killing gods. However, no sacred gear has actually gained, or sacred gear user has gained the title of God Killer. So, to be honest, it's more hypothetical than actual reality. But even so, the war came to an end due to many, many circumstances. The number 3 circumstances being the fallen angel lost too many, well, soldiers in the war. Number 2, the original Satans, counting Lucifer, ended up dying in the war as well. Even the original devils of the pillar houses died in the war, leaving them to their offspring, who barely even hold or maintain the power that they had when they were created by Lilith. And last but not least, the thing that no human or even many people in the supernatural outside of the leaders or gods know about this. That being the God of the Bible, the God of the biblical faction, the one that was able to create angels, the one true God, has died in the war. Due to this, the angels lost all faith, all determination to continue fighting in the war, with also losing lots of angels, and with God being the only one to recreate them. The remaining angels left are around that of the 500s. Still plenty, but not a lot. Because of this, the war ended into that of a ceasefire. But now, the 3 biblical factions are now that of a Cold War. As for all the other factions who sided with them, many of them had scars running deep in the war, but some just squashed their beefs, given that they were only just helping out their allies. Nothing more, nothing less. But even so, the war, humanity on their hand, the ones who know about the supernatural, were licking their wounds, while those who don't are blind to what happened in the shadows on Earth, with soon years turn to centuries, turn to a millennium, as the human race continues to evolve, to thrive. However, so does the supernatural, and more in a slow and snail's pace, though. As for the biblical factions, they're still licking their wounds. The angel faction having to rely on the church to, continue to have their duties to protect humanity. However, due to the corruption of the church, they have done many evil things in the so-called name of God, such as killing orphans for a certain project that failed, cloning that of a legendary hero so they can basically allow them to use that of holy and demonic swords. And also the last and most heinous one, brainwashing children and many other people, even kidnapping sacred gear users and training them to be warriors and exorcists for the church. As for the fallen angels, they also have been causing quite a bit of trouble. The leader of the Gogori, which are now known as the fallen angels, Azazel, have been collecting and studying sacred gears and sacred gear users, wanting to know on how they ticked and how his father, the God of the Bible, created them. However, if some certain sacred gear users cause a bit of trouble, he actually sent out some of his, subordinates to test to see if see if they're trustworthy enough or if they're not dangerous to recruit them. But if they are, and if they aren't trustworthy, then he assassinates them. He has them killed, causing them to lose their lives in the process. Even if it means for the safety of Earth. Many of his subordinates don't give a damn. Some even believe that they have a better chance of taking the sacred gear for themselves if they have the proper technology. Which, finding out about this, Azazel restricted people from having his sacred gear extractor technology, causing the Gogori to be split in two, with many who want to rise up in the ranks and want to gain power, while those who want peace and quiet within the world. As for the devils, well, they have been a little bit more busier than the other races, than the others. So, after losing many of the original Satans and the original devils of pillar houses, the descendants decide to want to continue the Great War, while some did not. While some of the younger generation did not, which soon led to a civil war. That civil war soon led to many more pillar clans dying out, which it was bad enough that they lost their heads, but now many pure-blooded devils have lost their lives in another war, just so they can prevent themselves from continue fighting. Seeing the dwindling numbers and the winners of the Civil War being the new faction, or rather, the new Satan faction, now needing to grow their numbers, their newest Satan, known as Ajuka Beelzebub, or originally known as Ajuka Alsteroth, decided to create a system known as the Evil Peace System, but basically allowing them to reincarnate any race, from humans to that of fallen angels, to half-breeds, to even yokai, to become that of newborn devils, while still having the traits that they were born with, even such as humans with sacred gears. Actually, that's the number one. However, reincarnated devils are also used, especially females, as that of, well, baby makers, actually, to continue their bloodlines, allowing more pure-blooded devils to continue to live. Unfortunately, due to reincarnated devils also taking the traits of devils, that also means their fertility is just as low as the pure-blooded devils as well. Not as low, but still pretty damn low. With a pure-blooded devil's fertility rate being that of, well, 5%, and reincarnated devil's fertility is that of 10%. A bit higher, but still pretty damn low. Not only that, some pure-blooded devils who take up peerages either trick, manipulate, or kidnapped many people to become devils, and basically many people losing their freedom and choice. However, not only that, about a couple years later, a certain devil decided to want to create that of a super devil in his peerage. He took in that of two Nekoshao sisters, Nekoshao being that of half devil and half yokai, of a subspecies of Nekomata, with taking in the elder sister as his newest peerage member, who became one of his strongest peerage members actually, while the younger sister was oblivious to all of this, unaware of everything that was actually going on. But sooner than later, the master became impatient of the older sister not reaching the levels that he wants, even though she's already quite powerful as is. But he was soon about to experiment on the younger sister, not wanting her sister to go through the same pain that she is going through right now. She killed her master, turning into a stray devil. Once a reincarnated devil becomes a stray devil, they mutate. Their body is mutated, turned into that of a disgusting and horrible monster, horrible abomination that has to feed on living beings to gain their strength back, to gain their original body and physical strength. However, as for the elder Nekushau's sister, though, since her power was already quite high and are even surpassing that of her master, she did not fully turn stray. But because she betrayed her master and killed him, she was soon labeled a stray, which soon meant, and since devils only trust themselves and see that of reincarnated devils as that of lower beings or either that of second-class citizens, soon many devils decided, a few devils who were loyal to that house, or rather loyal to the man that her master, soon actually gather up many forces of devils who sympathized with them and went to eradicate the entire Nekushao race, which soon led to the Nekushao massacre, which now the Nekushao race is only that of population is now that of 27%. Not even many of them even remain, while some returned to that of the yokai faction in Japan, such as Kyoto and Nanjai as well. With soon the words of the Nekushao massacre soon spread all across the supernatural world, especially to the Shinto gods, the gods of Japan. Many gods were actually quite pissed, angry. Even though Nekushao were that of a mixed species between that of devil and yokai, they were still yokai, still part of the Shinto pantheon and legends, which soon, even that of the yokai factions of East and West were angry that their brothers and sisters were slaughtered, all because of one devil greediness, not wanting to take this lying down. A few Shinto gods and even the entirety of the yokai faction, both East and West, decide to take on that of a crusade, a battle towards the underworld, to find the pillar houses that killed many Nekushao. This soon led to the war known as the Yokai Devil Crusade, which many yokai and devils have died in this battle. However, surprisingly, it was the yokai who won this war. As they were able to find the pillar houses that were behind the entire Nekushao massacre, as two of the pillar houses, especially the pillar house that basically took in the Nekushao sisters, was part of the old Satan faction, a faction composed of the pillar houses of the original Satans, while the other one was just a pillar house that was allied with the two, and just felt like that they were and did not want to see its ally families basically disrespected such. Even the pureblood devils that weren't part of pillar houses, who sided with them as well, were also killed. Not just them, but also their families and loved ones as well, as recompense for the Nekushao that were innocents that were slaughtered. So now, to settle the war, the new Satan faction decided to surrender, but this was more of a ploy to not allow any more bloodshed, to not allow any more pure-blooded devils families to continue die from extinction. However, the yokais were satisfied, as the ones who were basically involved in the Nekushao massacre were basically killed, satisfying their bloodlust and vengeance. However, as for the stray or Nekushao who caused this, she was soon taken in by the yokai faction, but soon after she disappeared. As for her little sister, Originally, many devils wanted her to be put on trial for her sister's actions. However, knowing that any of the devils kill any more Nekrashal, even one more, the crusade would continue. With then Serzech's Lucifer, or originally Serzech's Gremory, spared the girl and given her a choice to go to her yokai's fellow siblings or to be taken care of by somebody that he trusts, somebody of his family that would treat her like family better than her sister who abandoned her. Little did she know, she was already aware of the situation. She was already aware about what truly happened that led to the massacre, where many people tried to hide it from her, believing that she may blame herself, or rather, she may hate her sister. In reality, her sister told her the truth before everything was found out. Told her that her master wanted to use her as an experiment. But soon, she didn't see herself hating her sister. All she did was hate the devil who tried to turn her sister against her, and even hated the devil families who caused the Nekrashal massacre. But soon they got what they deserve. However, she can't see her fellow yokai race in the same light that she's seen before, seeing on how they're willing to give in to their emotions of anger and vengeance and hatred, but soon choosing to side with the girl that Serzech's offered her to, but soon she joining that girl's peerage in the future. However, the crusade wasn't just led by the yokai faction. There was another faction who also fought in that war as well, as this was the faction founded by one human, a human who has lived the tale of time, who has lived on so long that even many gods and some gods of death and gods of the underworld cannot reap his soul, no matter what, due to his unique form of magic known as time magic. He was also able to find the Fountain of Youth, but then destroyed it, realizing that the fountain would cause too much chaos, not just for human race, but the supernatural race, also including his sacred gear, that a Longinus sacred gear lost to time. It was known as Lost Paradise. But then, this man goes by many names, but the current name he now goes by is Gerald Trevor. This man looks like your typical regular American, Caucasian American, brown messy hair, but that's of nerdy glasses, and even wears that of a button-up dress suit, with even that of black pants. However, it's mostly that of a disguise to keep him secret from the supernatural races, and also to let people down his guard. Let others people down their guards when they see his appearance as well. In reality, he's one of the strongest beings on the planet, even parts of the top 10 strongest beings in the supernatural as well. During his time traveling the world, he was gathering that of many sacred gear users to his side, magic users as well, and magicians too, even making alliances with certain pantheons to not get in his way when building his organization. Hell, not only that, he even found out that many stray devils were either forced to join a person's peerage while trying to escape, turning into an abomination of a stray devil, while some even tried to run away, given that they were either tricked or manipulated into their peerages, even tried to attempt to kill their masters as well to free them, but it only just caused more problems. Within, soon, him taking them into his organization as well, basically suppressing the symptoms of the stray stray devil system failsafe in the evil pieces, within soon giving them a chance to continue living their lives. However, it's like I said, it's only a temporary suppression. They constantly have to continue taking medicines or injections to prevent them from turning back into the flesh-eating abominations that they once were. Not only that, many rogue fallen angels also joined the organization as well, with some that of stray exorcists who found out about the corruption and evil of the church, who didn't want to continue serving God under such, secretive evil. With that, the organization began to grow and grow, even making that of a pact with a forgotten pantheon known as the Native American pantheon, the gods that are originally part of North America, but before the colonists soon came in and soon create that of the United States. Within soon, the location on where their HQ is now located in that in California of the United States. Even though the United States is known as neutral ground and making sure that no faction fights in this territory, which is no. And that even means if they want to recruit certain people with sacred gears as well, they have to do it by that of a fair way, not by manipulation, tricking, forcing, or even attempting to kill innocent people as well. With that, soon, this organization was soon named that of the new Genex Foundation in the human world, or the non-supernatural world. Many people see this organization as the leading company of new brand of technology, accelerating that of healing, of medical technology, from that even that of warfare as well, and even daily necessities too. However, in the supernatural though, they're basically an organization of mercenaries, as they take on jobs that many people in the supernatural don't want to be taken on. However, they refuse to take on assassination missions for that of world leaders and figures in the supernatural, as that will cause too much problems. However, some magical organizations, such as the organizations within that of ancient London, been wanting to take them down. However, due to their contracts with many pantheons and gods, they were mostly saved and well protected. Even some wanted criminals who were falsely accused of crimes are now part of the organization as well, such as strays, stray exorcist, and rogue fallen. Even some yokai as well, and even some familiars who strayed away from their masters too, due to them being abusive as well. With this, it became that of a symbol of a world where the supernatural races can live in harmony without any war and bloodshed between one another, believing that Gerald created the perfect paradise. However, this isn't about a man named Gerald. It's about his two adopted sons, the two boys who would soon lead the future for both humanity and the supernatural as well. These boys would be known as the Gundam twins, currently in that of Tibet, in that of an abandoned village with multiple exorcists from the Vatican and the part of the Tibet of the Tibetan area, been trying to track down that of a stray devil that's been causing a lot of trouble for the inhabitants. With tons of innocent people have died, villagers even tourists as well, with then them soon being called in to strike it down. However, it was a powerful one. Hell, it was most likely that of a high-class stray devil, with then soon they called in multiple powerful exorcists. However, it was still not enough, as this stray devil has the appearance of a muscular man, with that of dragon-like wings, dragon claws, and even that of scales across his neck and the side of his face as well, with horns jetting out, most likely due to him being that he was once half human and half dragon, and soon was turned into that of a reincarnated devil, within, as he soon destroys almost the entirety of the village, with even sending out that a blast of fire, burning it down as well, with many of the exorcists trying their best to hide and keep themselves safe, but no matter what they do, they continue getting burned. With then soon 2 exorcists basically are hiding as high up into nearing one of the mountain ranges. As he looks down at the chaos, a man wearing that of a suit, while also having that of a black trench coat, basically seeing everything go down, as he couldn't help but smirk, saying, "They're really having this much trouble with this thing? Seriously, what a pain in the ass." With then soon sliding down the dunes, with then as back with the exorcist, the youngest exorcist, looking like that of 16 years old, with that of light blue hair and that of dark green eyes, as he holds that of a light sword, and also that of a light gun, standard for that of any typical exorcist. With then soon he sees that of one of his fellow exorcists continue shooting using his light gun, with then soon being blasted by fire, burning alive as he screams for help, while then soon basically turning into that of charred ash, as the kid could help but feel scared, saying, "Why? Why is this happening? Why? I don't want to die! I don't want to die!" With then soon an elder exorcist, which is most likely his superior, as he has that of a scarred eye, with that of a somewhat messy beard and mustache, with also that of short spiky gray hairs, with then saying, "Suck it up, Buttercup. Like I told you, reinforcements should be showing up at any moment now." With then the recruit saying, "You said that so much longer ago, and now everyone else is about to die. We're all gonna die. I don't want to die yet. I've never even reached the top of the Vatican yet. I haven't even reached higher rank to that of Lord Vasco. Why? Why do I have to die before reaching my dreams?" With then soon, right beside him, as it being that of a young man, with that of blonde hair, and also that with that of black highlights in his hair, with then as he's wearing the same suit and tie with the trench coat as the same guy from earlier, as this being him, saying, "Dude, seriously? You want to reach the same level as Vasco Stratus? I mean, come on. I mean, understandable. The old man is a legend, but still, given that you're basically crying like a little bitch, doubtful that you will." With then soon the old man saying, "What the? When did you?" Wait, then soon realizing that, looking at the guy's face, saying, "Wait a minute. They said you? Why you of all people?" With then the rookie can up and say, "Sir, you know this guy? He doesn't look any older than me. Wait, are you supposed to be reinforcements? Where are everyone else? We said that this thing is basically a high-class stray devil." With then the guy saying, "High-class stray? Wait, is it low high class, mid high class, or high class. With then the old man sighing, saying, "Ugh, it's low high class, but but it has draconic features, so its level may be even that of low ultimate class." With then hearing that, he can't help but say, "Are you fucking kidding me? I was hoping for more of a challenge." Ugh, well, whatever. I'll take care of this. With then soon, as he walks up, within the kid saying, "Wait, you're gonna take that thing on your own? But it's going to." With then soon, a flaming fireball was about to be sent at the guy's face. However, then soon, a blue shield soon appears in his arm as the fireball was completely stopped and deflected. With then the stray devil seeing this, shocked and surprised that one of his attacks was completely dispersed. Within the wind from the flames began to go across the desert winds. As then soon, getting a better look at him, he looks quite handsome. He looks like that of a Caucasian American male. However, what stands out the most is his heterochromatic eyes, as his right eye is red, while his left eye is blue. With then soon, he couldn't help but say, "I got this. This is going to be too easy. I don't even need to go all out." With then soon walking towards the stray devil, as then soon he's saying, "He stopped that attack with the one blast. Who is this guy? I've never seen an exorcist like him before." With then the old man could help but laugh, saying, "The reason you haven't seen him, lad, is because he's no exorcist. He's not even part of the Vatican. He's actually a mercenary. Are you aware of the new Genex Foundation?" Saying, "Wait, are you talking about the organization filled with that of heretics and sinners who even fraternize with that of fallen angels, devils, and many other supernatural creatures that go against the will of God?" With then soon the old man saying, "Oh boy, you younger generation are truly narrow-minded. Ugh, I blame our current leaders for that trash." But yes, the same organization that's open-minded about everyone in the supernatural, that tried to make peace with all the pantheons and deities of this world of ours. Currently, you're looking at one of their strongest members of the current generation. His name is Sora Trevor. With then soon stepping right in front of the stray devil. With then the stray devil continue grunting, and that's of frustration as smoke coming out of his mouth, saying, "Well, what do we have here?" As his eyes begin to glow, he soon begins scanning the entirety of the stray devil, as it gives him the information of his power, strength, level, his species, with it showing that his power is that of a high mid class, but with his draconic heritage, what he once had when he was still human, it makes him that of a low ultimate class. Not only that, he was the stray devil of a member of the pagan household. Pagan devil pillar family of the underworld. With then suit and his evil piece was that of a rook. With then saying, "So no wonder you're quite tanky and powerful. You once were a rook piece, and I can see it." With then soon about to slams his massive fist towards Sora. But then Sora jumps into the air, not even having his hands out of his pocket, within saying, "Then I'll take you down here and now," without even breaking a sweat. With then soon something appears behind him, as as that of glittering lights soon appear that behind him, which as it looks like that of a cone actually. As soon the cone begins to hum, before that of light green particles soon emit from it, within soon sending him forward at full speed. Then Sora kicks the stray devil up into the sky, knocking him high into the air. Before then, he brings out his right arm out of his pocket, with it soon as the lights soon materialize that of a shield. However, the shield is actually that of a blade. As this blade being a unique weapon from a specific series known as the Gundam series. But from actually Gundam 00, as this is a GM sword. As soon he slices through the stray devil right through the chest, as blood began to spill, with soon him dodging the blood. Before then, soon the stray devil continued to strike at him as he dodged each and every strike. Before then, soon stabbing him in the chest close by. Within pulling out the blade, he soon switches the blade to its rifle mode. Within soon putting the barrel of the blast right up into the chin of his enemy. It's insane. It's a shame. Your power would be amazing and great. It's too bad that you gave in to your madness, and your draconic nature must have once you become a stray devil, your draconic nature must have amplified your aggression and your anger, which soon made you lose control. I'll say this: I wish I could have made your death swifter and less painful, but it can't be helped. After all, your death satisfied my boredom after a long-ass flight that I had to go through. Within soon unloading multiple beam shots from the rifle into the head of the stray devil. Within soon after that, the stray devil lied limply on the ground on the desert sand. With then soon to make sure that it's completely and utterly dead. Within the shield, as soon the shield comes back out, but then the lower hatch of the shield goes down, as it soon shows that of a blaster. Within aiming, as he aims the shield blaster at the stray devil, as a huge bright pink light soon appears, and soon the blast sends flying towards the corpse of the stray devil. But then the blast engulfing the stray, causing it to be completely eradicated, as nothing left remained. With soon landing back down, as the parts that were part of him, being the sword, shield, and even the GM drive on his back, soon disappeared. With then saying, "Well, that takes care of that. Any of you guys still alive?" With soon the two exorcists that Sora met are still alive. Not only that, 3 other exorcists, 1 girl and 2 guys, soon appear as well. With then the young exorcist couldn't help but say, he killed it without even breaking a sweat, and he did it so nonchalantly. He's a monster. What kind of sacred gear does he have? With then the old man saying, he doesn't have a sacred gear. His power is completely magic incarnate. With then saying, magic? What kind of magic does that to actually have him create that of metal parts of his body and basically materialize them so effortlessly? If it's not a sacred gear. With then saying, that's something I can't tell you, boy. That's something you gotta figure out yourself. Or better yet, look through the records. there's still quite a bit of record of former jobs that the boy has done in the past. With then soon walking towards the old man saying, "So, you're the one in charge of this op?" Saying, "Yes, I am." With saying, "Alright, just want to tell you, I'll be the bill for my job will be forwarded from your accounts from this mission. So I'm just letting you know this now." With then hearing this, the old man's good eye begins to twitch. With then soon sighing, saying, "That's to be expected when our superiors decide to hire you instead of giving us the reinforcements that we needed." With then soon, Sora couldn't help but pat the old man's shoulder, saying, don't worry. After everything you went through, I won't take too much of my original cut that I was supposed to get. I'll only take half of what I was supposed to get instead." With saying, "Wait, seriously? You would do that?" Saying, "Seeing on how many men did you have in this mission?" With then soon saying, "I had that of 10 men. 10 of the brightest exorcists that the Vatican could have had. And now I'm only down to that of 4. Now I'm only down to that of 4. 5 if you count myself." With then soon Sora couldn't help but sigh, saying, use what money I did gain from the job for these people's funerals. I think they deserve that better than anything." With then soon the young exorcist boy from before saying, "Why would you do that? You're a heretic. You're a heathen. Why would you care about us, your enemies?" With then soon he raises his right arm towards the boy as the old man was about to flinch, thinking that he was going to kill him. Before then soon Sora flicks the kid, saying, "Kid, dude, you're basic. How old are you?" Saying, "Ow, I'm 16. Saying, "But you're no older than me. I'm 17, actually." And seriously, does the Vatican really try to brainwash their younger members this early to make them believe that? With then the old man saying, "Unfortunately, yes. Our younger members are way too passionate about the beliefs of God in the Vatican. So basically mindless drones. Figures as much." With the kid saying, "Hey, we're not..." Yeah, I get it. But to answer your question, it's because I'm not a heartless asshole unlike your leaders. With then hearing this, soon the kid couldn't help but be shocked and said that. Saying, "Wait, they're not..." Whatever. I'm not gonna be debating with some ignorant kid. At any rate, I'll be getting half of my paycheck from this job. Like I told you, use the rest for your subordinates who died in this mission. Honestly, these lives could have been avoided if they decided to call me in earlier instead of wait until yesterday." With then soon the other exorcist will soon go to their leader within the boy from before, saying, "Unbelievable. I can't believe that we had to be saved by such a heretic." With then soon the old man saying, "Be glad that heretic that you say was the one who saved us. If the other one was here, he wouldn't have cared too much. If anything, he would have just basically scorched the entire area just to call it a day." With then soon the boy saying, "Wait, other one? What do you mean by other one?" With then saying, "I did say he was one of the brightest from that foundation. They have another one. He's smarter. He's a lot more smarter. Not as powerful, but his talented in strategy and planning is quite something else. Even his foresight even say he can even predict the future in a way." With then hearing this, soon saying, "He must be a monster. What kind of magic does he have to do so?" With then, soon, the old man saying, that's the thing. He doesn't have any magic. Not even a sacred gear. He's 100% a normal human being. With then, the other exorcists, including the boy, couldn't help but completely be shocked and surprised. With then, all the way back in the United States, currently in that of San Francisco, nearing close to that of the coastline of the city, lays that of a massive dome asylum organization, completely white and blue, with then a massive sign that says that of the new Genex Foundation, with the line saying, "Bringing a better future to you." With soon an organization, it seems like that of your typical, multi-billion-dollar organization, with many people going to work, taking care of office jobs, some people making connections. However, this is all just a front. While in the lower floors, there lies the entire true new Genex organization, with many sacred gear users, basically training one another, mages and magic users, also developing their magic and skills for new techniques and abilities, while some of the stray devils have to take their monthly medicine and injections to prevent them from turning back into stray devil abominations. While soon some actually developing new forms of technology to improve their living style, both in the supernatural and the real world. While one young man, currently a African American boy with that of dreads, soon tied up in that of a ponytail, showing that of a nice faded haircut onto the sides, while two of his dreadlocks soon lower down to in front of his hair, while he's continued typing in that of a keyboard, with this as he's basically creating that of a program, with then soon him stopping as he soon stretches for a bit and then gets back to it, before then soon the door slides open, as then soon seeing a young woman with that of light green blondish hair, crimson red eyes, and glasses, while she wears that of a somewhat militaristic uniform, as she has two cups of coffee in her hands, as the young man continues typing, as then a hot cup of coffee goes to his cheek, with then soon looking to the side, realizing, thank you, with then soon continues typing while drinking his coffee, and then lays down to the side of his table. But then soon the girl that came in couldn't help but sigh, saying, "You've been working on that program for quite a bit. Are you sure you shouldn't take a break?" Saying, "I'm surprised somebody like you is asking me to take a break, when you are normally the person that would also be more efficient and would not prefer me wasting my precious time on something important." With then she couldn't say, "You're always like this, Dimitri." With then soon, as the boy known as Dimitri basically stops typing, with then saying, "Sikra, you do know that this is important. This is the most powerful suit that I'm ever going to be able to make for myself. If I've been able to complete this, I should be able to take on any supernatural creature. Unlike Sora with his magic, that's basically able to handle his custom build Gunpla and add it to his fighting style. I had to use a straight assembly builds. It's the reason why I'm able to handle myself in combat. But him, He's basically making himself that of an all-rounder. I had to rely on my mind and technology to get the upper hand in battle. Simple as that. And if I'm able to finish this, Gunpla suit, now I'll be able to handle myself in any battle. Hell, even the top 10 strongest beings would have a hard time beating me in this suit. With then Siegfried raising an eyebrow, with then saying, "Are you sure that you would say the same thing to Mr. Gerald as well?" With then soon the African American boy wiping his eyes, with then looking back at the girl with that of a worried look on his face, with then saying, "I wouldn't say I'm completely ready to take on my father just yet." With then soon she couldn't help but giggle. With then soon Dimitri saying, "Did Siegfried Agars, the heir to the Agars family, just laugh?" With then she saying, "Well, you're the only one that gets to see me laugh like this. It's only natural. Don't you agree?" With then soon pushing up his desk and his chair, saying, "I have to, maybe so. That is quite natural, I have to say. But, maybe, just maybe, I'm able to see a better part of you as well." With then soon, both of them have that of a hungry look in their eyes, as soon as both of them lean to each other. Before then, the door slides open saying, "Yo, I'm back, bro. What's up?" With then soon realize, as then seeing the situation, as Sora soon saying, "Whoa, did I come in?" With then both of them saying, "Yes." With then saying, "Oh, right, sorry, I'll come back later." With then soon Secret saying, No, I was only here to bring Dimitri his coffee, nothing more. I'll be heading back to my duties, and I need to check on my peerage members as well." Sora, "I hope the mission went well," saying, "Oh, definitely." With then soon Dimitri saying, "Yeah, it went well. Half of the payment that you were supposed to get isn't here." Saying, "Oh, right, yeah. I gave the other half to the exorcist who was supposed to pay me, allowing them to pay for the funerals for the exorcist who died during that mission. Ugh, damn the Vatican, waiting so long until their members continue dying. It sickens me, actually." With then soon Dimitri saying, "What really is annoying is that you basically suppressed yourself from getting the payment that you were supposed to get. Seriously, it's a waste. You're wasting the money that we're supposed to get for the organization." Saying, "Well, excuse me, Mr. Heartless. At least I was actually thinking about the people who died trying to take care of a rampaging stray devil." With then soon Dimitri saying, "There's nothing wrong from caring about the dead. However, we are mercenaries. We work for money. We work for the Foundation. Simple as that. And we work for with then soon Sora saying, "Work for a better future and tomorrow. I get it. Ugh, seriously. And to do that, we need money. Especially given that we still need to work on our main project. That Dad and everyone else is still working on our main project." With then soon Sora saying, "Oh, right. The Stellar Project. Hey, I never got to ask before I left. How is it?" With Dimitri sighing, twisting one of his hanging dreadlocks in the front of him, as Sood saying, "We're at least that's of 90% done with the project. We just need at least a bit of, $700 million to finish up the project." So, with it saying, "That much? Damn. How much? Seriously. And I thought you said we were 90% done." I did say we were 90% done on the construction and building and transportation. The 10% is mostly for that of food rations, and that will last us for over 50 years without having to constantly go back and forth to Earth and back. With then saying, "Oh, right, right, definitely get that now." With then soon Dimitri saying, "That's why we need all the money we can get. That means no cutting corners, even if it seems heartless. The foundation needs this base up and running as soon as possible. No ifs or buts about it." With Finn hearing this, soon Sora scratching the back of his hair with his blonde and black hair, saying, all right, I get it. I absolutely get it. So I'll learn next time. Saying, if there even is a next time. Within Sora going up to the laptop, as then seeing all of the other Gun Plus suits, which are all modeled after that of Gundams from the Gundam franchise, saying, and then seeing a specific custom-made one, as it has that of a white and purple color scheme. Within Sora looking around the suit, saying, "So, how's Project Overlord going?" With then Dimitri also sighing again, saying, "Pretty well, but also not well at the same time. There's just this one coding I just can't I can't get. And if I can't get it, it could mean the life and death for me on the battlefield." Saying, I think you're overthinking things. I mean, you've been doing good with the suits that you do have now, and you're still and you're still 100% human. You got this." With then soon looking back at his foster brother, with then Sora having that of a nervous look on his face, saying, I don't want to hear that from you, Mr. half human, half fallen angel." With then soon saying, "Oh, seriously, bringing up the fallen angel thing?" Within Dimitri sighing, saying, "Yes, I'm bringing up the fallen angel thing, you dumbass. You know being a fallen angel was a part of you. You can't keep on hiding it. Everybody already knows." With then saying, "Yeah, everybody here in the Foundation knows, but not outside the Foundation. And I like to keep it that way. And no, I'm not ashamed of my fallen angel blood. If anything, I'm proud of it. It's the only reason I'm able to stand up and fight against those who can't fight for themselves, after all. But I just don't want to feel, I want to go back to feeling normal. Going back to feeling human, before finding out that I was half fallen angel. Is that too much to ask?" With then hearing this, Dimitri couldn't help but sigh, as he soon wraps his arm around his foster brother. With then Sora was shocked and surprised, saying, sometimes I keep forgetting that even though you're basically 6 months older than me, you're still just a kid." With then saying, "Oh, fuck off! I was having a moment here." With then soon Dimitri smiling. With then soon Sora saying, "You were trying to do that to cheer me up, weren't you?" Saying, Is it that hard to notice?" Saying, "Yes, because it's you." Saying, "Maybe so. At any rate, I can't. Just as Sephra said, I should take a break. And with you here, you're gonna force me to take that break, aren't you?" Saying, "Definitely." With then soon saying, "Then come on. Oh wait, can't forget." As soon heading back to his desk, and then soon grabbing the mug of coffee, slurping it again, saying, I love that woman. She knows how to make a good blend of coffee for me." With then saying, "You neat freaks are perfect for each other, and I know that." With then soon Dimitri saying, and somebody like you And I'm not surprised somebody like you is able to get along with that perverted psychotic bitch of a girlfriend of yours. With soon Sora saying, "Hey, don't call her a bitch, you asshole." With then saying, I'm sorry. Slut, actually. With then saying, "Why you?" As soon his arm was about to glow, as then soon somebody tackles Sora to the wall, creating that of a spiderweb crater. With then Dimitri slurping his coffee, seeing the display in front of him with a deadpan look. With then soon Sora waking up saying, did you really have to run into me like that?" With then as that of a young woman is basically nuzzling Sora, with as she has that of a quite curvaceous body. With the number one thing that stands out the most is her massive breast which that show quite a bit of cleavage due to her black kimono being quite loose on her, and also having that of black twin tails. And what stands out the most is her black cat ears and her two black cat tails. With then she basically begins meowing like that of a cat, saying, "Aw, why didn't you tag me along with you, Sora, on your mission? I would have been so happy working alongside you." With then soon Sora saying, "It was just an easy job of killing a stray devil, nothing too major. Besides, I was heading to that up to Bet after all, which is, if I recall, it's quite hot." Saying, and says the dumbass wearing a trench coat in the desert, saying, "Hey, it's my style." Saying, "Yeah, stupid ass style, that's for sure." As he continues slurping his coffee, with then soon saying, "Even so, I still want to spend more time with you. How am I going to spend time with I'd rather want to spend more and more time with my future husband after all, since we still need to continue making babies." With then soon Sora saying, "I'm still too young to be a father. Can you wait until I'm 20? With then saying, "How do I know that you'll still wait for me?" Saying, "Hey, I haven't been to you yet. Can you still trust me?" With then soon giving her that of a puppy dog look. Surprisingly, given that it actually works with somebody like Sora. With then saying, "Okay, I do trust you. Come on, I want to spend more time with you. Wait, I was going to spend time with Dimitri yet, though." Saying, "You can do that later. Now, right now, I have this kitty of yours has an itch that needs to be scratched." With then hearing this, Sora's face begins quite blushing, as you can almost see the steam coming out of his ears before then getting a small nosebleed. With then saying, and then Dimitri saying, "And that's my cue to leave. See you later, bro." Saying, "Wait, you're just gonna leave me? After all, she's your girlfriend, right? You and your cat and your pet cat as well. Take care. Do the right thing and take care of her." With then saying, "You motherfucker!" With then sued Hiroka dragging Sora somewhere, as Dimitri was continued walking, with then as then some of that of a nerdy but also somewhat deep voice coming up saying, "Hey, Dimitri, you finally out of your office and your workshop?" With then seeing the man that he sees as his father figure, or rather as his father as a whole, and the leader of New Genex, that being Gerald Trevor. With then saying, "Hey, Dad." With then sued hearing Dimitri say "Dad." Within the half-fallen angel basically goes over saying, "Old man, hey!" With then saying, "There you are, Sora. You're just the person. I was actually looking for both you and Dimitri, actually." With then saying, "Hi, Kuroka." With saying, "Hello, sir. Does it have to be now?" Because saying, yes, it has to be now. don't worry. Once I'm done with them and they're done with this, you're able to spend as much time with my son as much as you like. But please try to keep it down. Some of our members have complained about your shouting, actually. Soon, so Kuroka was about to make a comment about how good Sora is, before then basically covering her mouth, saying, we'll keep it in mind, Dad. Promise. Soon saying, so what is it you want to talk about? Then saying, actually, it's about a client. It's about you guys doing a new job in the next couple of months or so. The client is actually here to speak to you about it. Then Dimitri basically sipping his coffee, realizing that it's almost empty, saying, a client coming here to meet us in person? We don't get many clients like that. Normally they prefer that of the phone or that of video call. Then soon Sora saying, true that. So what is it? So who is it? Saying, you'll have to meet them yourselves. They specifically asked for the both of you. Then hearing this, soon the two foster brothers look at each other, as then Sora getting out of Kuroka's grasp, then saying, I'll be back as soon as possible, Kuroka. Promise, as soon as I see this client. Then saying, you promise? Saying, I promise. After that, soon the two foster brothers heading off alongside their foster father. Then Kuroka pouting for a bit before having that of a mischievous look on her mouth as she soon heads off. Then soon heading to the guest floor lobby, on where that of clients that want to make that of a job request for the mercenaries and soldiers of the new Genex, as it's still on the lower floors because it's not just that of, it's not a regular client, as it being a supernatural client. Then, as Dimitri continues walking, within Sora having his hands to the back of his head, saying, so, who's this client? What are they like? Then, Gerald couldn't help but scratch the back of his head, saying, about that, actually. I prefer it if you see them before you get to know them, actually. Then Dimitri actually narrowing his eyes, realizing that his father never hides a client unless it's a client that they don't want to deal with. Little to Sora's idea saying, alright, I'm a little curious to who they are. Then Dimitri saying, oh, Sora, you naive dumbass. Then soon heading to the room, within Dimitri, his unique purple eyes begin to glow. Even though he has no magic, he has a unique form of a sixth or seventh sense that can sense people's magic and power. And behind that door, basically, is scaring the shit out of the African American teen. Then him stepping back, with soon Gerald seeing this, saying, so you're able to sense the power, saying, it's not just one person with immense power. The person another person's in there is basically almost on your level. Who the hell is in there? Then soon Sora seeing Dimitri basically freaking out, as his calm and cool foster brothers never act like this unless it has to be somebody quite powerful, or if they're dealing with a strong foe for a job, not to try underestimating them. Then saying, old man, tell me, who is in there? Then Gerald sighing, saying, just see for yourself. As he soon turns the knob, and soon opening the door, seeing that of two figures who are actually devils. One being a quite curvaceous maid, wearing that of a conservative maid French maid outfit with that of silver hair, and also her silver eyes as well. And the person also in there, the one that actually terrifies the hell out of Dimitri, as it being the current Satan, the current Lucifer Satan of the new Satan faction and leader of the Devil faction, Sir Zetch's Lucifer. With then soon Sora noticing the both of them saying, "You've got to be fucking shitting me." With then both brothers look at their foster father, with then him saying, "Haha, surprise." With both of them having that an amused look on their face. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Love to read them. So, sorry about this being a long ass chapter for part 0. Honestly, this was more of a introduction chapter to the new world of High School DxD, especially since I made certain changes to the lore of this series. Honestly, there were some things in High School DxD I would prefer that actually changed, and kind of pissed me off that some people didn't get any repercussions for their fucking actions. Like, for example, the Nekushou massacre. I mean, come on. I would figure that some yokai would be pissed about that. Hell, they even bring it up in the show, but they say they didn't do shit about it because they didn't want to cause any problems. Honestly, I call bullshit. I would say that many people of the yokai faction, hell, even that's of the Shinto faction and the Shinto gods, will also be pissed about this. So yeah, that's a bit of a change in the series. Not only that, if you guys know, Konako is going to have a bit of a change in this series as well. Also, like I said, this is going to be about two brothers, two main characters. And yes, and both of them are both going to have a harem. So yeah. But hopefully that this does well in the future, and I want to continue doing this moving forward. So with all that said, hope you guys like this. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification to keep up to date with my videos when I upload on the channel. Also, check out my Discord, gaming channel, main channel, and Patreon. Hopefully, I would make sure to link them down in the description below. So, with all that said, this is Yamoki, signing out. Later, guys, and take care.